Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome to FTL, or Faster Than Light, which is a wonderful little game, where it's just like a roguelike space exploration, where the gist of it is you're trying to get some important data away from the hands of an evil empire to prevent a super weapon. Now, that feels like a familiar story, but it's a really good little game. So, I'm going to open with apologies to anyone that was expecting It Takes Two. Unfortunately, Lauren wasn't feeling well this week when it came time to record, and we couldn't find any time where we could sit down together and get it done, but I've got a bit of time to myself, so I'm doing this for you because I think you guys have appreciated having a Saturday video. So, let's have a look at a new game. Yes, that's fine. I haven't played this in ages. So, the gist of it is, this is our ship, and you can choose which ship you would like. So, you can have the Kestrel, the Taurus. Those are the only two I've got unlocked. There are other ships to unlock, but I haven't got them yet. But kind of like this one, and you can choose different layouts for it, so it changes where the ships, basically where the rooms are set up, and also sort of the crew that you get. So, oh, and this comes with quite a few lasers, as opposed to a burst laser. I kind of like this setup. Yeah, I think we're going to give this layout B a go. So, the gist of it is, we've got various rooms, so we can see we've got the med bay, shields, engines, weapons, internal cameras, oxygen, door control, and then the cockpit. And effectively, we just try and, like I say, get across. I'm going to turn the advanced condition stuff on, which, yeah, is just, it's the version I've got. I'm going to put it on easy. This is a challenging game. I've only actually made it to the end boss once, and I've never actually defeated it. So we're going to go with that, and we're going to see where we go. So, let's start. There we go. So the data we carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for your journey, so make sure that you explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Tip: hotkeys. You can charge or arm your weapons using a number of hotkeys. The weapon slots are 1 to 4 on your keyboard, and the drones are 5 to 7 customizable in the options. Okay. So the way it works is when you're in space like this, it is kind of real time if you're in any combat and you've got anything to do. So for example, I can grab this crewman and I can tell them to move here, and I can get them to move around the ship. And if it's a room where something happens, they'll actually work on it, but they can also repair subsystems. So, like if I put them in the door room, they control the doors, and now the doors are harder to break through. So you get bits like that. You have energy that gets spread around. I'm kind of happy with this guy in the weapons room, because I think that means all 4 lasers will get charged. Because this guy is a particular type of race where he gives energy to the room that he's in. Because we've got our energy down here. And you can see, oh, we've only got 3. Okay. Alright, so we can only run 3 of our 4 lasers at the same time. That's fine. So, down here we've got 2 points in shields, 2 in engines, 1 in healing the crew members. Excuse me. So we can turn that off for the moment because no one's injured. So we can turn off the medbay and put that point of power into weapons. That's our oxygen. We need to make sure that's there. That's our evasion, so the chance that incoming shots will miss. As we increase our engine power, that can go up. That's our O2, shields. Amount of fuel, because you need fuel to be able to jump between systems, weapons, drones if you've got them, and then you've got your crew health there. So, at this point, like I say, it's real time if anything happens, but you can go jump, and this is like a turn-based map, and what will happen is we need to get to the exit of this sector, but every time we jump, the Rebel fleet catches up, and we'll lose some of the systems behind us. I really don't like being in nebulas. So I'm going to try and get here to get out of the nebula as soon as possible, because being in a nebula messes up your shields. Okay, so we've got, it's hard to see why, but this beacon was apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at the small station is offering a deal. They will trade, give us some fuel to give up a drone. Well, we haven't got any drones to give up, so there's nothing we can do about that. So nothing happens at that system. Right, let's head here, because that's going to give us a good number of jump points, and we're not in any rush just yet. Okay, at first it appears you've arrived in an empty system, but a ship appears from behind the planet and hails you. Haha, I am the dread pirate Tuco, prepare to die. Okay, so I can pause it during real time, but nothing happens. Now, our weapons need to charge, but so do theirs. Now, I can turn on auto fire, which means they would just fire on their own. But when they charge, I think we can make use of it ourselves. And I want to try and take out their weapons. So we just click and we put it there. So we've knocked out their weapons. Their weapon room has gone red. Because I want to take out their weapons. They've already got something through to our hull. There we go. So, they are now offering us items if we offer not to blow up their ship. So they're going to give us 3 fuel, 2 rockets and 13 scrap. Do you know what? They're a pirate. We're not going to let them out of this that easy. So we're just going to keep whaling away. Now, we might not get as good a deal out of doing that. And there we go. We've taken them out. So we got 18 scrap, which was the bit I was more interested in, but we did lose out on the fuel, which would have been helpful. We got 1 missile, which we don't use at all, and 1 drone. Cool. So that's kind of it. That's how this game works. So that is this. That's this bit done. Now, what we can do is, if we look at our scrap, there we go. Look at our ship. So we can increase our power and give us more power bars by spending 20 scrap, because scrap is kind of the resource in this game. So I kind of want to do that. So we'll spend 40 there, which means we can keep the med bay on, and we can turn on... Why are the doors off? Why are the doors off? Take that out. Is it because I... Oh, our doors were damaged. Okay, so let's get a repair going. And this little electric guy is actually the best at doing repairs. So we'll send him in there. And he's going to whir away and he's going to repair our door system. Which we don't currently have any power to put into it to fix it, but that's fine. The reason we want the door system fixed is because with that we can... Let's say, for example, someone's trying to break into the cockpit. What we can actually do there is then decompress that area. And a lot of races need, you know, oxygen to live. So that then causes them to lose health while they're trying to break in. So, let's have a look. Let's keep going. That's not what I wanted. Let's jump and see where we're going next. Again, we're not in a rush yet. We've not even started seeing the rebel fleet. So let's go here, because that gives us a lot of jump points to explore. Okay, at this beacon, it appears to be a junkyard upon closer inspection. It's a ramshackle market. One trader has a deal that catches your eye. So we could give up 2 drones for 9 fuel, but we've only got 1, so we can't do anything here. That's going to let me jump past that nebula, so we'll just have a look there. Okay, you receive a request. All of our military ships have been destroyed or damaged during the rebellion. However, there have been reports of a Mantis war camp only a few jumps from us. Can you help? Yes, let's try and help them. So they give us some scrap. And that's quest. Okay, so there's just... look, so you can see them coming in now. And this is going to progress each time it jumps. So we can go for this distress call and then up to this quest. Yeah, because that's going to be the fastest way to do it. So let's go and answer the distress call, which can be a distress call, sometimes a trap. It appears that the distress beacon is coming from the surface of a nearby moon. Your sensors are picking up a single life form. Now, this is a risk. We could either lose a crew member or we could gain one. Let's go down. Okay, you find a man living alone in a cave. From the appearance of his wrecked ship, it seems he's been there for many years. He looks healthy, but his mental state is questionable. Let's bring him back. No, he just damaged the hull. Lovely. Okay, well, let's repair the med bay before we move on then. Because we'll want that back. So, each crew member does get skills. So, he is getting more and more experienced at repairs and also at weapons. So, you kind of want to keep them in the same room that they're used to being in, because that just improves their efficiency. So, we'll put him back in weapons. And then we're going to need to jump. And now we need to go back to this quest. Okay. You find the Mantis encampment, but there are far too many for them to count accurately. You send a long-range message back to the settlement with your findings, but unfortunately there's not much you could do. It would be suicide to attack them directly, so we're going to leave before they notice. They must have been focused on setting up the camp since you got far enough away to jump without being noticed. Okay. Right, that's our exit point. And we have to go back through that one, because that one doesn't go anywhere. That's upsetting. I'd have liked to have gone through somewhere different, because returning to a point you've already been to doesn't do anything. And we've got a couple of turns left, so let's check this one. Your jump leads to a remarkable binary star system. The view is beautiful, but there's nothing else to do. Okay. I think we've got time to check this end one. Or do I want to conserve the fuel? I think I want to conserve the fuel, because fuel can be a challenge in this one. So we make it to the jump point. Okay, we've arrived at the long range beacon where the FTL drive is charged and you can jump to the next sector. You receive a message from a small convoy. They're looking for some military supplies and they are offering to try and improve your reactor in exchange. Okay, well they want 2 drones, so we couldn't do that even if we wanted to, so we're going to respectfully decline. And also we've got too much in our reactor at the moment. So, now we can jump and we go to next sector, and this is kind of the zoomed out one. So now we choose whether we want to go pirate or Zoltan controlled. Now the Zoltans are the little electric men that make your ship better. Or they, if we can pick up a Zoltan crew member, that'd be great. Okay. So, nothing in our first one. Let's go here because that gives us the most jump points. What do we have? A rebel ship hails you. Federation scum. We've waited a long time for this. Excellent. Okay, so now we are just in combat again. Kind of tempted to turn on auto fire, and I can tell. There we go. So that's now set to fire as soon as they're charged up. Oh, right. Let's. Oh, hang on. That's their shields. I don't want the shields off. I want the weapons off. Okay, that's trying to escape. I think we're going to get them first. Yes, I'm going to accept that offer because I need the fuel more than anything else. And then we need to get everything patched up. And I'm worried about our health. Right, we also need to get Lombard into the med bay once he's finished fixing the engines. So, yeah. There we go. That's the cameras back on. Right, can you go in there and help Lombard with the engines? Right, so he's now done that. So now you can come in here. You can tell it's been a while since I've played this. I completely forgot how auto fire worked. Right, jump. And then I really want to find a shop. So there's our exit. So we need to get to here or here. Okay, well, let's go to this one then. Because every jump costs a fuel. Right, okay. You jump into a debris field that used to be a Zoltan cruiser. Unfortunately, its Igni escort takes you for the attacker and retaliates their refusal hails. Okay. Let's go for the weapons again. So our weapons will just constantly shoot now until they take that out. Ooh, okay, so lasers are good, but they can't penetrate shields. So you need, well, I mean, beam lasers like that are good because they can't penetrate shields. So you need to take down the shield with a normal weapon and then get them with the laser after that. But rockets go straight through. Okay, so the ship explodes. So we've got sellable stuff. Okay. Store! That's what I wanted. I wanted a shop. I love a little shop. Right, okay. The human ship hails. My friends, please. There's nothing I don't have, and there's nothing. Okay. Take a look at the shop. Okay, so what have we got? Drone control, hacking, not too worried about. We've got crew. I think we need to fix our hull, because that just becomes a problem if you don't deal with it. Now we could only afford this human. And we can't afford any. Right, but we can sell nothing. I really want to sell these, the rockets and the drones, because we're not using them. He's not got anything actually useful there. Okay. That's a shame. Oh, there's a distress beacon. Let's go and answer that. Is it a trap? A small civilian ship flies over you as soon as you arrive. You're prepared to jump, but they just inform you they're out of FTL fuel and can't jump. Oh, yes, we'll give them the fuel because I'm nice and we get a ton of scrap back. Okay. Let's head back to the store then. Now we've got some scrap. And look, we're now down to 3 fuel. So we're going to need to buy some fuel. Fortunately, that's not that expensive at the shop. So, Rockmen. They're immune to fire and they have better health. Kind of want another... So these guys aren't good at repairs, but I want one of those for dealing with intruders. And then I think we just get some more fuel. It's 3 per 1. Eesh. Okay, they're now out of fuel. Okay, right. And then, yeah, there's our exit. So we want to head here. I might be rushing through this a bit too quickly and jumping system to system. Nearby space station hails you. Greetings, your arrival is most fortuitous. We recently came by extra drones. No, I don't want extra drones, so we reject that. And what have we got here? Okay, the rebel captain appears on screen. I thought we had been doomed to backwater assignments. This is my chance to get back in the commander's good graces. Charge weapons. Okay. Let's take out your weapons then, so that's what we're up to. I like having these 4 basic lasers right off the word go. Oh! Ah! Okay, it's an ion based. That's a shame. That turns some of our weapons off. Here comes an ion pulse. Our engines are currently off. Right, let's get you helping in the weapons room. Because if we've got 2 people working in the weapons room, it might make... no. 2 working in the shields. Does that make the shields better? No, because you're... Because of this damned ion thing. That's what's really causing us tons of problems at the moment. Right, get the weapons going. Right. Yeah, we keep getting things turned off because of that blinking ion thing. I don't know if they're getting turned off in the same way. Ah! Right, okay. No, we're not going to accept the surrender because it's fuel I want and I haven't got fuel there. Right, okay. So, we've got a fire. So let's open the doors because fire needs oxygen as well. So we decompress that area. Okay, we got fuel out of that and the scrap, which is important. Right. Okay. And then let's jump to the exit to try and get out of this ion area. Because that is causing me huge amounts of problems. Okay, we've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL is charged, we can jump to the next sector. Another large fleet of civilian ships is being held up at this beacon. It appears to be a rebel checkpoint. Everyone is being inspected for possible ties to the Federation and no one has noticed for you yet. Sure, let's bribe them to release the civilian ships. One of the civilian ships contacts you and reveals they are Federation loyalists. An eavesdropping rebel ship swoops in and destroys the ship and turns to attack you. Lovely! Okay, so... usual deal. Let's get their weapons turned off. And now we can close that. We'll need to reopen that to get some oxygen back into these rooms. Oh, have they got drones? Something hit me then. Oh, that was a lot of misses. A lot of misses. Right. Let's try and send... because you're not doing anything in the weapons room. Okay, they're trying to escape. I think we're going to get them though, as long as we can hit them. Come on. Oh, we missed. They're going to jump then soon. I think they're going to go away. Oh, no. Ah! Blast, they got away. Okay. So the problem we've currently got a hull breach. So... we need to grab everyone capable. Well, we can only send 2 in because it's only a 2-size room. So, let's open all internal doors and send you guys in to repair that. Because if we open the internal doors, at least they'll have oxygen from the surrounding rooms coming through at the moment. Oh, Or not. Right. Close the doors. Ah! No! We lost the Zoltan. No! That's a... Oh. I was just trying to get this repaired. Right, okay. So the humans would be faster at pairing. Send you guys into where there's no O2 to try and fix that then. Right, then get out. You guys go back in there. Blast. Okay. Right, return everyone to their saved positions. Right, Lombard, you need some healing. You now become the new weapons officer. I'm so annoyed we lost that Zoltan. So annoyed. Right. And then we save the current crew positions. And then let's jump to the next sector. That's so annoying. Right. Let's keep doing this one to see if we can get another Zoltan back. The Zoltan patrol their borders, but we'll let you pass ideas Federation. Okay. Well, we have to jump here. What we got? I'm hoping it's a way to get more crewmen. You come to a quiet part. Choose your doom. This is all part of a day's work. I don't know. The Mantis? Okay. An angry Mantis ship hurls towards us. Okay, fine. So, oh, they've got teleporters. So we'll send 2 weapons at the teleporters and the other 2 at the weapons room. Yeah, because that's what will happen with the teleporter. They will send people over. So let's give some reinforcements. So we are then 2 to 1. Takes out our shield. Well, we've not got someone in the shield room. That might have been a good thing, because at least he didn't get wounded in the shield room. But now we can concentrate and get our weapons going again. Try and keep theirs offline, because if we can keep theirs offline, they can't shoot at us, and that's the main thing with it. Well, that's what my that's the main intent I've got. Keep their weapons offline. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, and we got fuel, and... Oh, okay. When he sees you've emerged victorious, the Zoltan Wise Man enters a rage. Rifts threaten to tear space apart until instead the Zoltan implodes, sending a blast of wave, scrap, and salvage. Okay. Free stuff, thank you. Right. You're still repairing those shields. Can you get healed up? We need 2 points to put into the shields. Now, 95 scrap, we can start improving some of our... There we go. Right, you need to go back in there. Get healed up. We can start improving some more of our ship. Now, I don't know that we actually need any more at the moment. Because we don't need more power in the weapons. I think we just save it for the moment. Oh no, that's it. We want to put some into the shields, and then we do need some power. So if we went 1, 2, 1... We can't quite do 2. Okay. Because then that gives us a second shield bubble. So, take the med bay off, put the shields up, and then return everyone. So now we've got 2 shield bubbles. So our shields are stronger, which is good. Right, let's go here, because that gives us the most jumps. Okay, what we got this time? Like many areas of Zoltan space, the residents of this sector are well prepared for the Galactic War. Their military seems to have given up on reasoning with foreigners and preparing to instead attack on sight. Okay. So they're green because they've got this Zoltan shield we need to punch through first. But they don't have a teleporter, so we'll send everything after their weapons system. And try and get that taken down. There we go. Look, see, we've not even punched through the green shield yet. Right, that's fine. That's a laser. That won't get through us. That iron's fine because it's not got through the first shield, but it's stunned our shield officer. And the shields are... That's fine. Where's that ion hitting this time? Missed. Excellent. And we got a good solid hit on their weapons, so we've turned those off, which is great. There we go. I think we've got this one in the bag. Just got to wait for those weapons to charge a bit faster. There we go. Taken out nicely. Cool. So we got some more fuel and some more scrap. Excellent. So with that scrap, we want to upgrade our... No. Yeah, let's upgrade that so that we can keep the med bay on if we need to in a fight, because that does sometimes happen. I have had it before where I've basically had my guys fighting in the med bay, so they've been healing as a border, tries to take them out in there. Okay, 2 distress calls. This one heads towards the exit. Okay. Alright. So we because that one doesn't really get anywhere, and we have to go through nebulas, and I hate nebulas. So let's go answer this distress call. Oh, lovely. Asteroids. We need to keep the shields up. Your jump interrupts a Zoltan security ship as it follows a Mantis pirate into an asteroid field. They message you. Your presence here will continue to be tolerated, but please do not interfere. And they've specifically asked us not to. Because if we interfere and help the Zoltan ship, they'll be annoyed we interfered. So we're not going to interfere. Yeah. I think maybe we could have. Now, we can't jump straight away because we've got these asteroids coming in. But we'll be fine as long as we keep the shields up. And that's why it's good to have these 2 blobs, because it just gives us a bit more security. But the game will make us charge in case we wind up taking extra damage. Okay, there's a shop there. We've got 21 scrap. It's not worth doing, because we haven't got any scrap to buy anything with. So we may as well push on. Right, there are some mineral-rich asteroids here. The Zoltan have left them idle, but you've none of the necessary equipment to mine them. Lovely. We've got time, so let's head down to this one and then bounce up and round. And we're actually doing alright for fuel for a change. We've got so many rockets. Okay, you pick up the last broadcast from the rupturing Zoltan freighter. The Mantis, they're here, please. But you're interrupted by fire off the port bow. Okay, we will take out that. And we're going to have to send our 2 Mantis crewmen in there. It's a shame they are weapons and shields, because they're the kind of things that we'd want to keep up at the moment. But we need to take these guys down quickly. And Mantis are better at hand-to-hand combat, so that's why it's handy to have... Like, it's nice that I've got a couple of them. And it was handy we picked up that extra crewman, you know, after I got the Zoltan killed. And I'm still so annoyed about that, you would not believe. You would not believe that. Right, come on. Let's have a few more hits, shall we? Lovely. Right, and we've got... Wow, nice healthy amount of scrap now. Right, you need a healing, so we'll heal you up. And then... There we go. Right, jump. We could make it back to the store. With 62, is there going to be much in there we want? And that is going to cost us more fuel to double back. So I think maybe not. I think maybe we push on and try and find the store in a future one. Okay, so we've got another one where we've got another cruiser to take out. So I'm just going to pause it so I can set the weapons up. Yeah, just get all of it on the weapons. Take that out. Oh, they've got a drone on the med bay. That hacking drone locks the doors and stops anyone using it. But I think we'll be okay. Oh, that ion shot knocked out our shield officer. And we'll just keep battering on their weapons. Stop them being able to hit us. Oh, yeah, there's the hacking again on the drone. So that will fall off once we take the ship out. That's not permanently there forever. But it does turn off the room. But I think we're going to be alright. What is that? Oh, it's a defense drone. Shoots down any projectiles. Okay, so that's trying to shoot down our lasers as they come in. Interesting. Right, okay, we've got more scrap. Excellent. So, head up here and then to the exit. Because we've got to keep on the move. Avoid those rebels. Okay, a rebel ship approaches cautiously. Personally, says the captain, I'd have stuck with the Federation, but I'm a soldier, sir. And I'm no use without a war to fight. Raise your shield. That's such a weird opening thing to say. Right, they have got a teleporter. They are sending someone on the teleporter. Right, where are they coming in? Oh, into the cockpit. That is not where I expected that to go. Is that another person coming aboard? Oh no. Why is that blinking? Okay, right. Everyone back to your stations. I do like that back to your stations button. It is helpful. Although actually our shields are holding up fine. Yeah, that's okay. Let's send you into the medbay already. Intruders detected. You've dropped another intruder just as you're getting ready to leave. I will accept that because I'm not convinced I'll get them before they jump out. Right, so let's send him back. You need patching up as well. And it's very honourable. If you accept their surrender, you can't then change your mind and try and take them out afterwards. Okay. So how much scrap have we... That wasn't me. I didn't do that. Okay. Right, okay. So we've got 109 scrap. If we increase our... If we put this up, we get an extra 5% dodge. Do that, do that, do that. So we can make sure we can afford all of it. Yep. Put those points in there. So now our dodge is up to 30%. So we've got more shields and we're harder to hit. And then let's head for the exit. You've arrived at the long-range sensor beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. The rebels in this system are doing supply runs for local space stations. These civilians have likely been out of supply for months due to the war and are in desperate need. We will attack the rebels. Right, so we will again send everything at their weapons system. And this is the thing, I kind of wish I could like charge the lasers a bit faster. There we go, so we can punch into there. Already turned their weapons off. So far, the biggest problem we've had has been boarding parties. Oh, and, you know, that one hull breach we had. But that's why that second shield point is so important. Particularly when you get, like, enemy ships that will send or fire multiple things at a time. So we could jump away now, but we're going to finish off this rebel ship. We're going to finish it off. And there we go. And what do we get for rescuing those civilians? With the rebel ship destroyed, you take time to collect what little scrap remains. They have already made their delivery to the civilians. So we've got fuel, scrap, and I'm not going to steal from the civilians. You make preparations to leave. One of the civilian leaders contacts you. That rebel was our sole source of supplies. You've doomed us all. Sorry. My bad. But I'm going to wrap it up here because we're at our time and we can continue jumping again in future. So, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions. They will help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people. Thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my patrons. Your patronage is always appreciated. And please don't forget that as a patron, you do gain access to the save files for both Satisfactory and Stranded Deep, so you can explore those worlds at your leisure. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.